is a facilitation stuff is one thing, but you have to be very aware of your expertise.
Mm-hmm.
Please take a first client just in a way that where you feel really self-confident. And the size,
content. This is about the content size.
Of the content size.
In this session, we discussed, OpenSpace Agility, OpenSpace Beta. They are very similar in structure.
Mm-hmm.
They have different contents.
Okay. Yep.
So,
Agile, Scrum, Kanban in the case of OpenSpace Agility, and other things that work with for Agile or that are Agile. And in OpenSpace Beta, of course, it's a huge array of things that you could do and should do. You must help the client do these things. For example, in OpenSpace Beta, one thing that distinguishes Toyota from the other car manufacturers, or that distinguishes Handelsbank from the other banks, or that distinguishes W.L. Gore from other production companies, it's that they are decentralized. They have what we call cell structure design. So during the 90 days, somehow this knowledge and theory and understanding of what is this transformation about, how to bring about decentralization, and which then you can do Agile and Scrum and all kinds of things, and Lean. Yeah, but you need to bring in somebody has to bring in this expertise. This is the thing. So Dan, in his original concept of Prime OS, the concept knows the role of the master of ceremonies. We call that person sometimes, laughingly, smilingly, the concept, the process Gandalf. Yeah? You need the master of ceremonies or the process Gandalf to guide the travelers throughout their journey and to fight the Balrog, at a certain point of the story. But it's not, the hero is not Gandalf. The hero is this dwarf.
Yes.
Thorin Oakenshield in The Hobbit, for example. So the content, and I think that was what Silke was talking about. You need to bring in the competence, the technique, the knowledge, the theory on the content of the transformation as well during the 90 days. And for that, the coaching, the role of so-called coach exists. You must bring that in.
Yeah.
And I think there is something always a very intense social process between the client and the external. So it has a lot to do with confidence. So you have to be confident that the client is willing and able to do this, and the client has to be really confident that you are able to guide him. And when you feel unsafe, then you have an idea what will happen. So it goes something like this.
Yep.
This is, and for this advice, start with something where you feel very confident for yourself.
And you can still be a master of ceremonies for the whole thing, but maybe you should bring in some technical support, some coaches, other people that bring in other technical specialties. For example, in our very first OpenSpace Beta transformation, we brought in Peter Pröll, who is an agilist. I hope that's not a dirty word by now. And he taught the client how to do team retrospectives, which they needed.
Yep.
So we brought in that technical expertise that Silke and I, do not care much about, do not understand so well. So for the client's need, we brought in this other colleague. I did the cell structure design thing. Silke was the master of ceremonies. I was a coach helping the client with the cell structure design. So for these technical things, for these method stuff, you need to either know about them yourself so that you can bring it about in the 90 days, or you have to bring in other colleagues. So this collaboration is an important thing, I think, if we want to change the world as well.
No one can do it alone, and I think that's
I didn't expect that. This is a team effort, absolutely, from delivery side as well, and getting the whole organization invited and engaged. I think that would be the challenge there.
Yes, there's one person I know. She managed to do a whole OpenSpace Beta chapter with a client, several hundred people, just by herself, because she's so fucking brilliant. Her name is Silke. She didn't even need me as a sponsor. I begged her to bring me in for some technical expertise, and she said, "No, the client doesn't need you. I can do this myself." So if you are a genius, but the men and the humans among us and the non-superheroes, we should do this in pairs at least, and get a little help from our friends.